had an open day and thought I'd like to take a look at some articulated haul trucks. The local Komatsu dealer, Modern Machinery in Kent, Washington, gave me permission to look one over and do some video work. They had some off-rent machines in the yard waiting for their next assignment. The machine's serial number tag was easy enough to find. It's up high and on the left side rear corner of the cab side of the machine. I like that it's high and out of the dirt and mud usually associated with operating these machines. It has a decent looking air ride seat. All the controls for the adjustments are under the front cushion. There are plenty of warning decals to the right side of the operator. At least they aren't stuck all over the window. This information card was sitting in a depression under the decals. It is a quick reference for the meaning of the warning lights and gauges. It shows what each item on the panel is, and I think it's pretty helpful. Turn the card over and it explains what all the symbols mean for each control and monitor function. I think the page is a lot better idea than covering up the windows and cab space with decals. The layout of the cab appears to be simple and intuitive. Looking at the right side of the dash panel, I see a set of rocker switches. There's even one up in this cubby hole. I don't understand that. Moving down the right side is the transmission gear selector and parking brake rocker switch. Further back is the box control. To the right of those are some more rocker switch controls. The lever on the right side of the steering column is for the retarder. The horn button is in the center of the steering wheel. The turn signal stem also controls the head and tail lights. The barrel switch below the turn signal stem is the windshield wiper control. Forward of that barrel switch on the dash are more rocker switches. To their left is the multifunction pad. The multifunction pad can be used to enter the service menu. Hold the down arrow button and then press 1, 2, 3 in succession. When you let go of the arrow button, the monitor panel display will shift into the service menu. The predefined monitor menu is the number 1 menu. Pressing the checkmark button on the pad shifts the display into that menu and shows the operating parameters of the machine. Pressing the U-turn button on the monitor takes you back one screen. I like to look at the abnormality records on any machine I do inspections on. I'll go into the mechanical problems first. The codes that get shown in this section of the diagnostics usually means that something happened because of the way the machine was being operated. Other manufacturers refer to these types of codes as events. On this make of machine, these codes cannot be erased. The codes appear in the order that they happened. When you get to the end of the list, pressing down one more time takes you back to the beginning of the list. I'll go back to the abnormality menu and then click into the electrical system. This display is showing one code that was first set at 2,363 hours and last happened at 2,364 hours. These types of codes usually indicate that something is wrong with a component in the machine. These codes can be cleared once the cause of the problem has been taken care of. Going back to the service menu, I'll cycle through the rest of the menus. As I scroll down, I can see that each menu can provide information or allow some functions to be altered or adjusted. I can go back to the operations screen by using the U-turn button or just turning off the key and then turning it back on. That's all the time I have for today. Hopefully in the near future I can return and make a full walk around video for these types of machines. Thanks for watching.